you're falling through a wormhole. That's just how I feel. So, official test start time 2 minutes, 5 pages, 5 paragraphs each, 5 words each sentence, 5 sentences each paragraph. Um, 5 revisions. You can use your hyperscientific, you can use any artificial intelligence or technology, but you must show the work and share with the class. If you don't show the work and share with the class, I'm going to assume all you did was use technology and you will get zero credit for it. I have a I had a pen that I got from Tom Brady directly. I gave it to one of my clients yesterday. He's a baby, but he's so smart, Bonnie. Yo, the baby must have been like 4 years old or 5 or 6, but he spoke so like eloquently, like better than my mom. Like this is a baby, cause you know how like you know how like your parents they speak like everything on PBS like Sesame Street and Wild Kratts and Peck Plus Cat. That's how my mother talks. You know what I'm saying? Well, this is a baby, and he was so aware of everything, and like his favorite color is orange, and my favorite color is orange. So it was like it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Now, before I forget, I have to do the motivation of the day. And let me turn this light down because this is what eats the battery. But then the thing is, I can't see this thing. Let me do this on first. Oh, I hear something else. Okay, there it is. Anyway, it's one of these things that I'm just like memorized by. Like I just think it's cool technology. Like can you just imagine when we have new stuff? Like it's gonna be crazy. That's done. Let me get out of here so I can see what's the battery consumption. Wow, 2%. It might shut down. If it does, it's cool. I'm not worried about it, but it kind of sucks when this one is same thing. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Hopefully it'll work. So let's start the day. Let's have a quick moment of reflection. We're fighting against time because this platform is going to lose charge. I had to do a marketing campaign. I had to use all of the battery. So my backup, I don't think it has anything available. Let's see if it works. At least it's something. I think when I checked, it was done. Yeah, it's very low. But let's see if it use it a little bit, whatever's left. It's all good. We'll work it out. So, quick moment of reflection. So, I have to hydrate. Let me start that. We don't know what the universe has lined up for us because that thing could lose charge any minute, and it's going to take no less than 15 minutes for it to power back up. So, we'll get new batteries and new power systems as we can. We do have a backup. We have our book and we have our notes. We have our engineering notebook for designs. And, you know, we're working everything out. So, first and foremost, I want to show appreciation and gratitude for the blessings in my life and in all of our lives. And that's the most important thing. Other than that, education is going to be the most pivotal change in your life because of the way that technology is moving. Top of the morning.
Morning.
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to our masterclass. Always good to have you. So, I have a lot to reflect on. It's been a very emotional roller coaster. As you all know, my mother's my business partner. We're not really seeing eye to eye. It's been a few years of this, and it's a toxic relationship. So I keep my distance to protect my mental health and my mental well state of being. I love my mother with all my heart, but it's just better for me to live very far from her so she could miss me and she could appreciate me a little bit more. I wish it wasn't like that, but that's just the truth. So I have to not think as an engineer or entrepreneur. I have to think as a doctor, which is what I am. So one mistake that doctors make is that we assume that everybody has an education. So when we administrate the public, a lot of times, we have to kind of take that into consideration. You know, um, but how do we start? I guess we start in the beginning. That's kind of been the recurrent theme for well, I guess for last week. So we're gonna see how we can implement that for this week moving forward. So I gave away this pen. Tom Brady gave it to me. I was his financial advisor for many years, and my client is like between 4 and 6 years old. I'm not sure exactly how old the baby was, but that's more or less. And the baby asked me for it, and I was not gonna tell the baby no. We ran out of Hot Wheels. I ran out of Spider-Man glasses. I didn't have any other merchandise. I moved to the sales floor, so that was a challenge right there. And I'm exploring what I was thinking. Um, I made a decision. If I had to choose between Georgina and Kimberly, and you know, I'm gonna choose Kimberly because I love her. And I just that's the way that I feel about the situation. You know? So it's a challenge to stay away from the industry stuff. It's a challenge to remain neutral. There was a lot of deception that I didn't know about. I didn't fully understand that it was really over a damsel in distress. And now I'm a little bit jaded where I have reserved feelings about it because all these people had ulterior motives and they tried to manipulate the situation to where it fit to their lifestyle. But the reality is, nobody really committed to her. And I kind of look down upon that, especially these are like my brothers, these are my business partners, and they're bickering and fighting over like something that we already established as kids, like that we would never do stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, especially now that I have grandkids, like I really think about that stuff, and I'm like, yo, do you understand? Like we have grandkids, man. We can't be thinking like we're not in junior high school playing sports. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna need time to heal from that because it was very shocking. It was very like unorthodox. I didn't really understand the dynamic of the situation. And after so many years, people are beginning to open up about it and kind of share certain things. But I'm looking for a different type of insight. So I believe that in a conversation, I probably, let this person down or sharpen this person's tools. Like it was either one or the other thing. And again, it's the same pursuit of, what I've done is not good enough. I want to do this and I want to do that. And it's like, it's just not that serious. So I don't try to preach, in a sense, slowing down. I'm not preaching full retirement, even though I'm fully retired. We're all fully retired. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot to think about because it's not just about you living for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I want to provide love and support. I want everybody to be happy, but as soon as I feel that everybody's good and taken care of, then I'm gonna need my quantum solace because that's what I'm really looking forward to. That's like my vacation, my graduation. All of the prayers are coming true. Even keeping distance from people that are so negative that would say something so hurtful that they can damage your whole day, your whole week, your whole month. Unacceptable. This is going out to the whole family. Therefore, this goes out to the whole family. Toxic behavior is no longer going to be accepted. No more three strikes. First strike, you're out. We're going to be like softball and change up. Watch. I had a pitcher throw me a curveball so bad. Yo, when I swung, it felt like he threw it like that on purpose. Yo, it was so fucking embarrassing, yo. I was nowhere near hitting that shit. And I was like, fuck, we got bases loaded, full teams, full family, all the fans screaming mad loud. California, we're by the beach. So that shit echoes. Yo, that shit was bad embarrassing. And then I picked up like a few races from people that were there. I was like, yo, I'm building this. What's up? Who wants to run it? But it didn't justify. Our team didn't win that day. I allowed myself to get caught in the moment because I knew it. I've been the first to put myself last for my entire life. This is the first time I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go have breakfast. I'm gonna go write the article, and then, it takes a lot. Puts a lot into perspective. It gives me a lot to think about. So I'm gonna take my time with everything. So I'm gonna take my time with everything. I believe that we're all at that point of life to just reflect. Babies are growing up. If it's not about our children and our grandkids, like, what's the point? I don't want to do anything else. If it's not for them, I just don't care. This shit comes with a hamburger. I don't want to eat this shit, but this shit has the proteins that I need. Start the day. Gotta humble yourself. I want to eat the hanzir, but man, protein. And as a diabetic, sometimes you gotta eat stuff like broccoli that you don't like. But I like broccoli. Some people hate broccoli, even if they can eat it with cheddar cheese. You know what I'm saying? I can understand you hating broccoli, but with cheddar cheese or like rice and chicken, kung pao chicken style or like beef and broccoli or chicken and broccoli style, that's different. I like it for other dishes, but that's the way you're supposed to eat it with some rice, so it could hold on to, keep your system on all that stuff. I think for me yesterday, the hardest decision that I had to make, or the hardest, was based on a person. Like I said, from day one, I know this person has been through a lot of hurt and pain and suffering, and I want to comfort them. And I kind of feel bad about that, but it's like everybody that I love, I want to end their suffering. I just want them to live a regular life, have good credit, no debt, and just be able to invest in a business and just focus on that and forget what everybody thinks or says. That's it. That's what I would want for every nucleus of my family. Because then they're going to understand all the trauma, all the hurt, all the headaches that I had to go through. Mind you, they're going to have to do it public. They're not going to be able to turn it off. And people are going to know they're related to me, so that's it. They're going to want to know, yo, what about this? What about that? So it's a lot to take into consideration because I really care about everybody's feelings and emotions. Even when I did the marketing campaign, the rollout, I was very meticulous to always consider another person's feelings and their thoughts and giving them a chance to view their standpoint without being chastised. So we'll have other people reading their little comment on the comment box, stuff like that. It's kind of, it's just part of Fortune 500. That's how you build a franchise. You just gotta get up to standards. You know what I'm saying? It's a good business. Most people just don't want to do the work or whatever. So that's for me. I can say that from experience because I've already lived through the business partners from hell. So I'll never put myself in a situation like that, no matter what. It's not worth it. I still have to learn how to get to that other Walmart. I've never been there. I've seen it on satellite, but it's different when you go in person. And praying is in and out. If customer service is good, I'll be in and out. If customer service is horrible, then I'll be stuck there all day. Probably over there. C4, that's the best that I could do. I can't lock in from that side. I'm trying to, but I cannot. Power down, all systems down. we have four of those cars. You think it's going to affect the pricing between one over another because the model is different? Or are we going to be in financing, dealing with a customer that's upset? I don't know. I made my decision not to write yet, for sure. Using my body to then do a million things for me. There's no point. Some people understand business, some people don't. No, it's cool. Oh, no, that's just things, you know. I have a little pocket right here on the side, so it's not too bad. Time for prayer. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for the blessings in our lives. We thank you, Heavenly Father, for the blessings in our lives. We worry not about what we don't have because we're in the process of getting it. And in return, everything we do is in the name. I'm going to finish my coffee and go right and publish it to surplus. And everything I want to express, I'm going to use that format. And that's it for the day. And I need to pray. Much better. Let's try that.